YouTube, this is rwheatley0206, and I don't believe I've ever showed you my daily driver. This is my 2008 Eclipse GT. So this is my version of a Batmobile, I guess. But I wanted to show you some of the decals. If I can get where you can see it. Let's come around here. Oh no, that's worse. Yeah, can you make that out? Yeah. Let me back up here and see if you can see the back of the car a little better. So yeah. I just got through washing it. So I thought I'd get a video of it while it's still dry and still clean. Okay. Now, I haven't washed this one yet, but that one's my wife's. A little different. Hers isn't a GT. Doesn't have the ground effects and stuff on it, but it's a 2006. But so yeah, we have two of them. I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I've got her sitting in the garage now, and you can get a little better view of my Batman decal on the back window of my car. Okay, so I just got done washing my wife's car, so now hers is clean too. Now, this is how everybody knows the difference between her car and my car, other than the fact that hers don't have, you know, the ground effects and the pieces on the side glass in the back. Hers has this big old butterfly on the front. In fact, she has went all the way around the car with butterflies. Here's another one. And I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me get around here. There you go. There's another one that's on her back glass. And then there's another one right here. So yeah, she has butterflies everywhere. And there's one in the window. I don't know if you can see that or not. Her license plate. Her name's about wore off of it, but she has her butterfly license plate. And it's supposed to say Carolyn's. Oh yeah, you can still kind of make it out, Carolyn's car. And then you come up here, and well, you can kind of see her little butterfly hanging on the mirror there. Okay, well, it's time to put her car back in the garage. Mine's sitting up there in the garage, and then I'm going to back hers in, because she doesn't like to back into the garage. She likes to pull straight out, so I always back her car in. And so yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello YouTube, and welcome to my channel. This is rwheatley0206. My name is Roger, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little prelude to this part of the video. I hadn't ever showed mine and my wife's car. We both have the same kind of car, and my little bat decals and stuff on mine, so I just thought I'd show that. I thought maybe somebody might be interested, so just a little something different to start my video out. So anyway, I made a few pickups last week, and I wanted to share those with you guys. And I'll tell you a little story before I get started. I found a used bookstore over in Muncie, Indiana. I found it online, and I got to checking out their website and stuff, and they had a bunch of really cool things on their website. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, but my wife, she collects Stephen King books, and she's trying to collect all of the Stephen King books, and she's trying to get first editions of all of them. So anyway, one of the pictures on the website showed several Stephen King books, like 3 shelves full of them, all hardbacks, which is what she's collecting. So I saw those, and then I saw he had several long boxes and short boxes of comic books, and several of them were marked Silver Age and different things like that. So I thought, okay, Saturday I'm going to go over and check them out. They're open from 12 to 8, so I ran over there Saturday, and I got there about 20 after 12, and they were closed. So I went over to there's a little Greek pizza place next door. So I went in and asked them if this place was normally open on Saturday, because their website says that they're open, and their door hours say that they're open on Saturdays. And they said, well, we don't know. We think maybe they're closed on weekends during the summer, which I thought was kind of odd. So anyway, I decided, well, I don't want to waste this trip over to Muncie, because it's about a 45-minute drive from my house. So I went over to Frankie D's flea market and picked up some books, and that's the ones that I'm getting ready to show you now. And then I'll kind of finish the story about the name of the bookstore is White Rabbit Used Books. So anyway, I'm going to get started with these. This I picked up for my wife, because she's well, and I am too, but she kind of collects Bruce Lee comics. So this is Kato #2. So that one I picked up for my wife. And then this one is a Stephen King comic book, In #3. So I picked these up for my wife. Kind of a weird looking cover, but anyway. So those I picked up at Frankie D's. And then I also picked up this really nice copy of Weird Mystery Tales #14. I had a piece of paper laying. Oh, got my list laying here. Sorry about that. Anyway, this book is from November of 1974. And this book and a few others that I'm getting ready to show you, the cover artist is Louis Dominguez. So anyway, there's that book. I also picked up House of Secrets #126. I already had a copy of this, but I couldn't remember when I was in the store, so and I like this cover, so I picked it up again. Needs a little cleaning, but other than that, it's in pretty decent shape. It's got a few spine ticks, but not too bad. Yeah, and this is from December of 1974. Is also a Louis Dominguez cover. This is Batman #334. This, I believe, I'm going to say this one was from 1978 maybe. I don't remember for sure now. But anyway, it's a Jim Aparo cover. And it's not in too bad a shape. It's got some spine ticks, but the worst thing is it's got this little chip missing up at the top. Other than that, it's a pretty decent book, and it's a book I didn't have, and I didn't pay much for it. I think I paid either 50 cents or $1, so I went ahead and picked it up. Picked up another copy of DC Primal Age, just as kind of a reader copy. It's not in the best of shape, but it's not too bad. I only paid like $1 for that one. And then I picked up this really nice copy of Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man vs. Dr. Octopus #124. Very nice book. No spine, well, it might have 1 or 2 spine ticks, but other than that, corners are sharp, color is great, beautiful book. So really glad to get that. And I also picked up this Detective Comics #663, which is part of the Nightfall series. And then I think I have now picked up all of these Funeral for a Friend books. This is #1, which is also Adventures of Superman #498. And they also had #3, which is Superman the Man of Steel #20. And I think I'll have to check, but I think now I have that entire run of The Funeral for a Friend. Another Detective Comics Nightfall series, 662. Very nice cover. And Detective Comics 658. And Moon Knight number 22. Alright. Okay, so that, well, that's most of what I got from the flea market. I also picked these up. They have two shops there in Muncie, so I went to both of them. This is Tales from Beyond. It's an Image book. This is book 4. Very nice copy. I already have a copy of this, but I think this one was nicer, so I went ahead and picked it up. Like I said, most of these were only $1. And then The Vision and the Scarlet Witch, number 6. And this book is in very nice shape too. I see maybe one minor spine tick. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty decent shape. And I picked up Venom Lethal Protector number 3. I've got number 1 and 2, but I didn't have number 3, so luckily they had that one for $1. Really like the colors on this book and the artwork. And I picked up Brave and the Bold number 138. I do believe this is another Jim Aparo. Yes, this is Jim Aparo art on the cover. And I stopped at Walmart and picked up Swamp Thing number 5, 100-page giant. And of course Batman number 12, 100-page giant. I have backed off on the Walmart books just simply because now, you know, there's 6 of them out now. So every time they come out with some, they, you know, every month they have 6 comics. And, you know, I'm mostly concerned about getting the Batman and the Swamp Thing, and so I've backed off, and that's the only 2 I bought this time. So, okay, now these are the books that I got from White Rabbit Used Books. And to finish my story on them, when I got home from Muncie, I got home about 4 o'clock, and maybe 4:30, and I went on their Facebook page and I left them a message and said, hey, I was at your store at 12:20 today and you weren't open. Have you changed your hours? And almost instantly I got a message back that said, no, we're open. They said, we apologize that we weren't here on time, but we had to pick up some stuff for the shop before we come in, and it made us run a little late. So she said we got here about 40 minutes after 12. So I only missed them by 20 minutes. So I asked them, I said, are you going to be open till 8 o'clock tonight? They said, yeah. So I went back to Muncie, and I did pick up a couple of books for my wife. I don't have them here, but I got her a couple of Stephen King First Prints that they had. And I picked up this Magnus Robot Fighter. This book is from October of 1976. This is issue number 45. And I picked up this Grimm's Ghost Stories. This is issue number 41 from October of 1977. This book's in a little better shape than the other one. It doesn't have as many collar breaking bends or, you know, lines in it. But this one is a slight bit dirtier, I think. No, it's the other one that's dirtier. This one here, I need to do some cleaning on it. The barcode is a little dirty, but And he had this, and he had this book for, you know, $1 or less. So, and it's Batman number 345. But it's got the top section ripped off of it. But I don't have this book, and I thought, you know, I'll go ahead and get it. And the bad thing is, the cover, other than the part being gone, is in pretty good shape. And you go through the book, and the pages are all pretty good, and they're not, you know, real yellow or anything. And the back cover's practically perfect, so it's kind of a shame that the top got tore off of it, but anyway, I picked it up anyway. And then I also got this one from him, and as you guys know, I just added this to my community want list on the last video that I did. This is Detective Comics number 585, the first appearance of Ratcatcher. So now I can take that back off the list. Anyway, that's my haul. Here, I'll put this back up here. And one more thing I want to do. I said this in my last video. I was aiming to do some shout outs, and I'd forgotten about it, or I'd forgotten to print it off because I'd typed up different, you know, several different YouTube channels that I wanted to shout out. So I'm going to do that now. So the first one I'd like to shout out, and these guys are all under 250 subs. So we've got Wayward Comics, and they have 98 subscribers. So they're a fairly new channel, and it's a pretty decent channel. You guys need to go over and check them out and sub them up and welcome them into our community. And then I've mentioned this guy before, but I wanted to shout him out today. Pages, Films, and Plastics. And he has 119 subs. Now, I checked these their subscriptions, or their subscribers rather, probably 3 or 4 days ago. So they're probably higher now, or they may be higher now. So the next one I've got is Downright Nerdy Podcast. And he has 115 subs, and he talks about a lot of cool stuff. So it's a decent channel. It's a real good channel. So is Pages, Films, and Plastics. Real good channels to check out. Go over and check them out and sub them up, and welcome them into the community as well. And then a new one that I learned about also is X Shelly Cakes X. And that's all one word. There's no spaces. She has 170 subs, and she talks about comics, and well, the last video I watched, she talked about an AOK she got from oh my god, Lady Fantastic, I believe. Anyway, she's got a great channel, and I don't know if you've been watching Just a Rican. I know he shouted her out the other day as well. And he's right, she has got a super soft, sweet voice. Very soothing and very, very easy listening, you know, very easy to listen to, and just kind of has a calming effect on you in a way. So, next one up, What Lurks on Channel X 187, What Lurks on Channel X, and he has 187 subs. He talks about vinyls and comics both, and probably a few other things, but I haven't had a chance to watch too many of these videos yet. So the next one I've got is Fiver's Revenge. That's all one word, and he has 153 subs. And last but not least, Ryan the Comic Kid has 41 subs. This kid is awesome to listen to. I watched him just a few nights ago, and he was wearing a Captain America mask, and he was talking about his comics just like a big boy, you know what I mean? And I don't know, he might be, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old, but just a whole lot of fun to watch. All these channels are great channels to watch, so please go over and check them out and sub them up, and welcome them into the comic community. You know, there's more channels coming all the time, and I just want to make sure they're getting recognized. And so I'm kind of like Just a Rican. I go out and just kind of search for, you know, new comic channels, and and things like that. And it's just really nice to welcome them in the community and let them know how great a community this is. So with that, I am going to let you guys go. Have a great night. Have a great rest of this week. And we'll see you all Saturday. I'll have my next comic book community want list video up Saturday. So we will see you all then. Take care and God bless.